Hi, I'm Emma Smith, and my global social issue is employability. First, let's start by asking, what is employability? Hillage and Pollard define employability as the capacity to move self-sufficiently within the labor market to realize potential through sustainable employment. For the individual, it depends on the knowledge, skills, and attributes they possess, the way they use those assets, and present them to employers. In layman's terms, it is the ability to obtain and maintain a job. Why is employability important? According to Neff, employment provides social identity, status, productive use of time, and outlets for socialization. Westmoreland and al. Also state that work is important in developing an individual's self-esteem, volition, sense of belonging, and competence. Employability affects everyone. However, the ones most adversely affected are those with physical disabilities and neurological disorders. Currently, almost 20% of our country's workforce has some sort of disability. The World Health Organization reports 450 million mental disorders in the world, making it the largest cause of disability. Psychiatric disorders are the largest subset of this category, with an employment rate of only 48%. Likewise, physical disabilities can have an effect on employability, with a staggeringly small employment rate for wheelchair users of 22%. Unemployment can have a large toll on physical and mental health and possibly lead to chronic illnesses. According to Wilson and Walker, unemployed men have a high incidence of depression and anxiety, while unemployed women have a great risk of physical illnesses and psychological stresses, which can lead to family stress. For decades, occupational therapists have been addressing these factors that make a person employable. Patterson describes the work programs that took place in the 1800s, before occupational therapists were occupational therapists. These programs were designed to promote people with mental illnesses in order to obtain a job. Again, in World War I, OTs rehabilitated soldiers so that they could have the skills for a job when they returned home. Today, OTs are still helping those who need rehabilitation to obtain or maintain a job. Arbsman and Logsdon describe programs that emphasize goal setting, skill development, and cognitive training that increase participation in educational pursuits. These interventions can develop the skills necessary for individuals to become and stay employed. Employability can best be described through the Person-Environment-Occupation Model, or PEO. Law designed this model to emphasize these three relationships, and OT interventions seek to enable optimal performance in occupational pursuits defined as important by the client. So what can we, as occupational therapists, do about employability? Well, as practitioners, we can design interventions that improve skills that every employee needs: organization and problem-solving skills related to time management, personal workspace, productivity, and task completion. Moll, Huff, and Detweiler emphasize these skills because they are foundational for every career. Likewise, we as OTs can be educators. According to a study done by Breichout and Bentley, 90% of employers rate non-disabled applicants more favorable than disabled applicants, which means that the majority of employers will discard a disabled person's application simply because they are disabled. We can educate and coach employers in disability awareness and how they can create a supportive environment for their disabled employees. As OTs, it is vital that we are aware of the factors that make an individual employable and how we can help them obtain and maintain a job that provides them with self-esteem, volition, and competence.